Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. What I do when I do for you in 3 hours in the morning is 3:50. This is the second lesson. I just did one about self-improvement. This is about self-destruction. How about that? That's a good segue to go. Right, isn't it? 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Okay, let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Well, when I'm through, that's what I do for you. It's rhetorical. And if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know the dangers, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya be true. Alright, right thinkers, P Funk is talking about this philosophy is about things that make you self-destructive, aka egoistic, bad person, or bad behavior. But the title was, where was that? Oh, from self-improvement to self-destruction. That was the original title. This is backing up to self-improvement. And that means wrong thinking and wrong living. Okay, self-destruction leads to death. Okay, understand that. And the ego, the picture, the hieroglyphic for the ego is a man with a hatchet to his head. I say we modernize it and had a young kid with a gun to his head. Self-destruction. Okay, that's suicide by installments, as my man would say. All right, let's go. So, right when you use your power, and I hate seeing this, to your power of position, to mistreat, to use people, to manipulate them, and that makes you self-destructive. Why? You got to pay for that. When you're doing things that's not for other people and only for you, you got to be responsible for that. Karma takes care of that. Again, y'all don't understand. When you get bad luck or stuff happen, it don't just happen. You getting what you deserve. You just don't remember what you got it for. Okay, like the boomerang. You throw it, it's coming back. All lies, all bad actions, matter of fact, all actions, like the boomerang in life, they always come back. And if you ain't ready, boop, upside the head. Okay, so understand that concept. It's a philosophical point of view to help you what focus on doing the right thing, keep you accountable. That's what it does. Not a scare tactic. They tried that, that don't work. We scare our kids, you discipline them. People gonna do and be what they are. The deal is what every individual is responsible for themselves. I'm trying to get every individual to just take responsibility for themselves. I can't stop everything and everybody. Okay, I know that. So when you are stealing, I call it in the name of the Lord, for all these preachers, all these people who claim to help people, you just taking their money and you selling them a bill of goods. If you were doing what's right and you give them something that's worth it, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Okay, I'm a hustler. I understand. Okay, supply and demand. But if you're supplying them with nonsense, but you're taking their money, you ain't serving them. You're not doing them no good. You're serving yourself. That's what I mean by that's self-destructive. Why? Because you gotta be responsible for those actions again. So when you're greedy, sneaky, deceitful, and all those things are self-serving. That means you're doing everything for yourself. That makes you self-destructive. Not self-improvement, no, not no self-destructive. You'll see. And when everything you do and I can attest to that, is really for you. Yeah, that makes you self-destructive and egoistic. Okay, all about self. That's the ego. The ego loves to be satisfied with what? With getting stuff for itself, having things for itself. That's why, and it will run you raggedy, and you won't even know it. Why? Because you getting benefits, so you physically getting pleasures. You got money, you got things, you got stuff, so you satisfied. You ain't worried about the ego. Why? You all in. That's why. If you're all in with the ego, you become self-destructive. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And when you're getting and you're having everything your way, life is good. Yeah, yeah. But you don't look at the expenses costing other people. If your pleasures and your stuff is accounted on other people suffering and just my demise, it ain't worth having. I so judged. Why? People want to get high, they want to lead themselves. Okay, but nobody ever died from my cocaine and marijuana sales or the knick-knack stuff I did. But my jacket is clean. My mind is clear. Why? My conscience is at ease. Why? I was making deals. I was hustling. You wanted what I had. You had the money. I gave you what I had. You give me the money. That's what I get it for. So I can turn it into money. I was with the kid, the Magic Beans. I love that. Why? He went to town. He come back with a cow. What the hell? No, he took the cow and came back with the beans. What am I doing with these damn beans? Beanstalk. So you never know. Okay, that's a quick segue. But again, when you're getting everything the way you want it, it don't matter to you. You don't give a crap one way or another. As long as you get in yours, that's all that matters. Remember in kind of Harlem, he said, man, in the young kid, Colors, I think it was, the two detectives, Cough in the Head and Grave Digger, he said, no, somebody gonna die off of this. He said, I don't give a shit, as long as it ain't me. That's the mentality. As long as it ain't me, they don't care. Okay? And that's self-destructive in mentality. Why? Because at any other cost, it ain't going to be yours. That's not good. Okay? No matter what happens, you are still self-destructive. Looking out for self. That's not always good. But most people live by that code. And if you're in an environment where it requires that, then you got to survive on that method. I get it. I understand. I do something from where I come from, what I understand to be. I'm not dumb. I see some group of guys. I'm not gonna walk through them. I'm going across the street. I don't give a damn what it look like. I'm putting distance between us. Why? That's smart. That's what I'm talking about. You make the smart decision. Okay, moving on. But I'm just showing you. Wrong thinking or egoistic thinking puts yourself in harm's way every time. But I don't have that egoistic self. That's called self-inflicted. You put yourself in that predicament. Why? You didn't think ahead of it. Maybe I might want to be on this side. So again, it's self-defeating. But when you have self-inflicted pain, meaning you causing yourself, that's what we call self-destruction and fetters. Fetters is what the ego lives for. Why? It's going to cause problems. It don't care. He just going to do whatever he wants to do. Against your will, against your wishes, don't care. When he got you, you're going to comply with whatever he wants you to do. You're justified in your mind. I did. I know that very well. Okay? So when you're selfish, plans backfire. Mine landed me in prison. Self-destruction. Okay, yeah. 3.5 years for it. Okay? So learned that lesson too. Fetters, again, are problems that you create yourself due to what? Your self-ignorance. Okay? Your egoism. Ego said, man, go get that money. My inner self said, you might not want to do that. I'm going to get that money. The ego prevailed. Good and bad. Remember, I did Angel and the Devil? That concept is perfect. That's the perfect concept. Why? It's going your choice. Who you going to listen to? The ego or your higher self? I used to listen to the ego. Now, I listen to my higher self. That's the only difference. The only difference. Everything else is still the same. I got the same opportunity. Everything is the same. Just now that I'm making better decisions for myself while I am listening to my ego. Moving on. Trust me. Try it. Where we at? The ego, once you get him under control, you'll be a better man. You'll be a better person, male or female. So again, the ego thing. Fetters are caused by problems that you create yourself due to your egoism. All right. So if you're doing negative, wrong things that you know side chicks is wrong. You know sleeping with that other man is wrong, women. So when you do that to prosper, to gain favor or whatever it is, you know that's leading to self-destruction. Ain't nothing good gonna come from that. I know women used to pay their rent that way back in the day. Why? Because the landlord was egotistical, horny little toad, and he took pleasures over the money. That's been going on forever. They call them prostitutes. So when you do that, I know prostitute. Yes, you is. Yes, you is. You just did the prostitute's job. Exchange pleasure for money. Of course, it's written, don't make a difference. Whatever scenario, women, back in my day, ass, grass, or cash, well, nobody getting drugs for free. So I understand the mentality. I get the concept. Trust me, been there, done that. Again, so if you're cheater, and when you get caught, who can you blame? You got side chick. Wife will catch you out there. Who follows that? Come on now. Again, that's self-destructive behavior. And you can't fault and blame nobody but yourself. But we always look to find fault for somebody else to take the weight for something that we did. Be responsible. My motto is don't do it. Okay, that's my motto. I was self-destructive when I was what? Selling drugs, running the streets, satisfying me. When I was ego tripping. I didn't give a damn about nobody, nothing except my pleasures and my money. In that matter. Yeah, me first and money second. Me meaning get mine, then I gotta go get that money. I always had something to do. Why? I go chase that money. I was chasing paper. But at the same time, I'm also gathering pleasures along the way. So that was my self-destructive lifestyle. But without self-knowledge, and I didn't have it back then, you are self-destructive. That's why they got teachers. That's why they got lessons. That's why I teach. I'm a teacher. Who knew? I didn't. I'm wondering what the hell. Sorry about that, it's personal. But somebody need to know this. Why? It's helping me. It maybe can help somebody else. It helped my kids. It can help somebody else. I got right thinkers chiming in, thanking me for the lesson. So I'm doing what I do to help somebody else. That's a good thing. Before, not that. All right. So when you lead by your ego, when you led by your ego, you will continuously do self-destructive things. Your ego leading you astray. It ain't leading you to better. No. Ego don't give a damn about self-improvement. Okay? It cares more about self-destruction. Why? I'm doing what I'm doing me. If that means destruction, so be it. Right thinkers, we learn the first rule is what? Gain control of our ego self first. First rule in right thinking, you have to control the ego. Don't kill it. No. Just control it. Why? Because it's a good worker, just a bad leader. It's a good servant, best servant. They just don't do good leading. Get the concept? Okay. So that takes away what? That self-destructive mechanism. When you got control of the ego, you no longer are self-destructive. I started obtaining self-knowledge, started living right, thinking right, and acting right. That self-destructive fetid concept, the ego, you got to take a back seat. All of a sudden, he ain't in the forefront. Okay, don't give him top billing. No. Okay, he that guy. Everybody when they get the star, they get what? The big head. Ego keep a big head. Ego head ain't never going down. You got to put it down. Put your foot on the man. No, when I need you, that's when you come. Other than that, shut up. And again, you do this with obtaining and practicing self-knowledge daily. And that's the way of life. How you can become what? Stop this self-destructive and get knowledge of self so that now you can be what? Your better self. Strive to be your best self, not just satisfy yourself. When you believe, here we go, I did a lesson about believing right there now. You are what you believe you are. So even if what you believe is a lie, you still gonna create it. Miracles. That's what y'all call miracles. Something that ain't supposed to happen, but power of belief will show you ain't nothing that we can't do if we believe it. Okay? If I can tell you the truth, ain't nothing better than, okay, I just did a lesson also about what? When your loyalty is to the wrong person or the wrong concept, you're not gonna get, it's not gonna benefit you at all. When you put your loyalty in the right place, and you follow God, whatever religion you follow by the rules, pray by the tenets, then you will benefit. Trust me, I know that. So when you believe, you know, and you really don't know, dun, 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 that's the fourth, that's the third on my list. Those who don't know but believe they know, they're dangerous. Self-destructive. Again, Again, I know people, and I'm trying to explain to you today, it's all about the individual. We have choices. We have things to do. Everybody got their own decisions to make for themselves. Why? Because when it's standing judgment day, you'll be there by yourself. You came in this world by yourself, you're going out the same way. But you got to what? While you was here, speak for yourself. That's what's going to speak for you. Your actions, your heart, right here. Your intentions. And people with good intentions, I got to do a lesson for that one. The road to hell is paved with what? Good intentions. Your intention don't mean a damn thing if it don't manifest. If it don't come to fruition, it's just a waste of time and a thought that you thought was good that didn't make no sense to nobody but you. Oh, I had good intentions. My intentions, it don't mean a damn thing. So again, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah, oh yeah, I meant well, but look where you ended up. In hell. Moving on. But that's self-destructive mechanism. That's all stuff that you do to yourself. Anybody did it to you. Self meaning you. Again, even when it's bad. And when you are a sneaky, egoistic person, you are the worst. Why? Because you can't be trusted. You can't be trusted. You are the enemy of what? Right. Ignorance. You are ignorant and egoistic. You can't be a good person. You won't be a good person and do good things. You may seem or act like you're doing good things for the reason to forget what you want, but that's all it is. A facade, fake. It ain't real. Like the guy with the suit, turn him around, ain't nothing on the back. The guy said, well, I ain't had enough money. But you got money to make a suit look like a suit to be in the back, in the front, but ain't nothing in the back. That's fraud. That's faking. See, you got caught. My man Alan Watts said every now and then in life, you might want to peek behind the curtain just to be sure. I'm from the old school. You might want to check that thing up here. Moving on. When they acting too feminine, they're acting too, no, that's a man. Act like a woman. Okay. It's a Sheila, as my man from Crocodile Dundee. I'll call you out. But your ego will make you destroy yourself. It don't care. It have no emotions to say, well, I feel, no, it don't. It don't. Understand that. So if you are controlled by that ego, that thing down there, it don't think. Thinking is done up here. The thinking is done up here. Down there, ain't no thinking. Fellas, you get the concept? Moving on. All right. Women got the same problem too. It ain't just a male thing. No, don't get it wrong. Ego don't give a damn about it being male or female. It's going to do what it's going to do. The women who, the divas, high maintenance, egos. Moving on. All right. So your ego will make you, just like love, you can do some strange things. Your ego will make you kill someone. The first order of killing was done by the ego his brother set against against Assad. That's what the ego will do, okay? And to get what it wants, it has no remorse. He ain't thought twice about it. Ain't gonna kill anybody that get in his way, okay? That's the ego. That's the concept. And those kind of people, you know them? Beware. So, if your plan is not, or your intentions, again, is not for the good, someone other than yourself, then that's self-destruction. Why? You're going to tear down people, you're going to mistreat people, you're going to use people, walk on, step on them, mistreat them, manipulate them for your own selfish gains. You're self-destructive. Why? You see, karma will come, and that's going to be your downfall. At Judgment Day, whatever karma you didn't get until then, she's going to come bring all that karma and put it right there. And that's going to weigh your heart down. They say your heart should be light as Maya's feather. And if you're doing a whole bunch of stuff in the dark, your heart going to be heavy at Judgment Day. You might get away with it here. Yeah, like that guy in the White House, his heart is, he got an anvil on his heart. His heart ain't a heart no more. It's an anvil. That thing got to be heavy. It's all get at why. He done a lot of stuff wrong. And he knows that. See, again, we might not know what's going on inside there. We don't need, that ain't our damn business. But he's responsible for all that. So if we understood that, we won't be so hell-bent on what he's doing and what's going to happen to him. I just know that when he gets his, I would love to be around. But that's okay. But he will get his. That's my understanding with that. Self-destructive. He's all ego. He's ego personified. Okay. So, again, when you're doing things, you know it's wrong. Again, I knew what I was doing wrong. That's self-destructive behavior. I'm telling you, I know that for a fact. So, the sign from your ego is a man with a hatchet to his head. Okay? How much more self-destructive can you get? That's how they felt about the ego. Y'all make all these crazy, horrific signs for the devil, burning in hell, eternity, all that. Yeah, we just used the ego and gave you every example by that. Y'all use the devil. Same thing. Why? Try to get you on the other side. That's the side you on. If you're on the wrong side, you don't want to find out that at the judgment day. That means you'll be bad. So you got to live right and understand that it's a learned behavior. We're not born that way. We have to learn. And that's why we got parents. That's why we start out as young adult and go through life process. All right. So let me get this lesson out of the way. Ooh, Lord, I do long again. So we have to sign. Okay. Now, if you don't care about taking, if the ego, don't care about taking his brother's life, he cares less about anybody else. That's your brother. If you can kill your brother, you can kill your father and mother. Sister, don't make a difference. Why? You don't care, obviously. So that's the concept of the ego. You understand it? Y'all call it the devil, Satan. No, just set. So your ego is self-destructive. Again, overcome the ego, conquer the ego, put the ego in servant position, and it will be your best worker. Don't let it lead you. That's why. And with spiritual ignorance, the ego is in control, and you are capable of committing murder, doing all the wrong things, but what? Selfish pleasures and selfish gains. Sleep around, do whatever. Whatever it is that's going to make you happy, you will finish. Everything that guy did was illegal. Even when it was legal. I had a business. I never knew what went into my cash register, never knew what we sold. Why? Like the president, I don't need that money. I'm getting so much fast money out the back door doing what I'm doing. I could care less about that. That's just the front. It just looked good. I don't even indulge in that. That was my mindset. And I hear the president say, I never know other president who didn't take the money. Dude, again, front. You perpetrate what? How much you getting out the back door? Let's talk about that. Y'all getting rich while you in the presidency seat. Your wife, $40 million raise for a movie that didn't mean nothing. But y'all just gouging money. Why? Y'all like money. Y'all like money. If you're a billionaire, you love money. No, you like money. Well, money gives you ability to think you're better than anybody else. Why? That's what we judge in our society we live in today about how much money you got, how much spiritual you got. At Judgment Day, we want to know how much spirituality, how spiritual was you, how good a person was you. That's when a lot of them fall short. And money can't buy you into heaven. Moving on, we already know that. All right. So your ego is not meant to lead. No again. No. But to serve. Letting your ego lead you is leading yourself to self-destruction. That's the point. Let me wrap it up. Again, your ego have no sense of higher self. It edged God out. He didn't know Assad was God to the people. He's just his brother to me. I don't give a damn. I want him to be God to the people. That's the ego. Taking God out and supplementing himself to be God. Edging God out. So I'll take the seat. That's the concept. So remember, the ego edged God out. That's the acronym. Again, whenever your plans are not pure, your intentions are not good, you are still egotistical and you're still self-destructive. A lot of people claim, I changed, the cheater. Oh, I don't cheat no more. No, you're going to cheat until you get caught again. Then you're going to stop. Well, again, if they get away with it, they will do it. Leave them alone. That's all you can speak for yourself. I can't stop nobody from cheating. I can control mine. Simple. So, and if you think I'm cheating, that's going to piss me off. Don't do that. Why? Because that's an insult. You see what I do. You know how I live. And to think anything other than that is an insult. And I deal with it accordingly. Let me wrap this up before you get. Don't piss me off. Why? I'm real about what I'm doing. Cheating? Sleeping around? Are you kidding? Selling drugs? That's a slap in my face. And I don't turn the other cheek. So you slap my face, I'm going to punch you in yours. Take it personal. Yeah, I see. Let me stop a little bit. Let me get out of here. I got to go. It's time to hit the gym. Yep. All right. So whenever your plans are not pure, okay, that's self-destructive, you have to defeat your self-destructive behavior with what? Self-improvement behavior, which is what? Knowing thyself, thinking right, and living right. That's how you become unself-destructive. You become self-improving. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Right thing, because I got to go hit the gym. But in closing, may you all live to be 100 miles a day. So I never know my right thinkers who now understand that self-destruction is the opposite of self-improvement. That ain't the way. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be back.